Yo, Northwest, East, South, Central, what's poppin', bro? It's for the football show, and we are back at YouTube, bro.
Okay, so we're gonna rank managers from 1 to 6, in the Premier League, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna start this off. Number 1.
What a number one.
Yes.
It's gonna take long if we start from the bottom.
Dog, what is the criteria? What are we be judging them off of? Off of league position, off of available resources?
Eye test.
Eye test. In terms of tactics.
Eye test is everything, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm just waffling, but I feel like there's a criteria that in terms of tactics, in terms of flexibility, in terms of man management, all these things come into factor, and I feel
Handling resources.
But let's start from the top since we all have a mutual.
Yeah, because it's like Klopp. It's like Pep then Klopp.
so. Obviously, I'm not gonna be trying to be controversial. I'm just gonna say Pep is. No, bro. Inside me, it's refusing. You start, bro.
You already said it, man.
Okay, but I think Pep right now has shown his ability to be adaptable.
Adaptable in what
In
sense?
terms of the players, the profile of players that he brings in.
But also the ability to like have certain players and transform those players to meet his tactical needs.
Yes,
That's a great ability of a coach.
yes. His adaptability, and he's able. Pep was supposed to be a sporting director.
Yeah.
But not personally. I personally feel like if Klopp got more resources
Yeah.
than he has now, it would be much more even than people think it is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Klopp lost a lot of, but then he's to blame as well because people like Michael Edwards left because Klopp didn't want to let people like Henderson leave, and then he left it too long. I feel like that's the problem with Klopp, where like he falls in love with players and then he doesn't want them to leave when it's time for them to leave.
I'm gonna put Jurgen Klopp.
Hey, man.
Jurgen Klopp is the guy. That's my number 2 manager. Like his way of football is, I think, better than. I think what Pep has over Klopp is adaptability, right? But what
In terms of what? The style of play?
in terms of the style, like when he meets a certain type of team.
Okay.
Because Klopp is like, we'll play one way to the death,
It's rock and roll football.
rock and roll to the death. But then with Klopp, it's his man management. I feel is pretty good. I feel like his players are
They run through a wall, fam.
But then sometimes you need to let people go.
Yeah.
Because people like Henderson, people like Milner, you
Yeah,
kept them around for too long.
yeah,
You could have
yeah.
replaced them and gotten younger
Speaking
players.
of a current example, why is Matip still here?
Hey, get rid of these guys and get younger players that you can
or something.
that you can grow while these star players are still around. Because like if you replace Van Dijk exactly after he left, then there's a gap in the performance level.
Yeah.
Instead of buying somebody while Van Dijk is there, letting him grow under Van Dijk, and then when Van Dijk leaves, he can just step in.
Like what Pep is doing right now with Guardiola.
Hey.
Like people would say like, do they need him? But no, that's how
That's
great
how it
teams,
works,
stay intact. So
So you replace players until, but I feel like Klopp doesn't do that.
okay. So who's number 2?
More.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 or 3.
Number 2, bro. Just say you're number 2.
No, the thing
You
is
put
you
me
have
under
to.
pressure. Who's number 2, bro?
There's
Just
other
who's number 2?
managers. There's other managers that deserve.
Nah.
credit.
We just. You see, when I mentioned my number 1, I said it was Pep, right?
Yeah, that's.
And then when I
obvious.
said my number 2, I said it was Klopp.
It's not as clear for me. That's why.
So now
I can mention 3 managers that
So-
I
so-
can have it around that 2-3 area.
so just say.
So
your
that's
number-
how close it
So
is.
say you're number 2.
Let me see the other contestants.
No, just say.
Not in order.
No, bro. They
Not
want a
in-
list.
not
This video,
in order.
this video says.
I'll order them as we go. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my word.
given the opportunity to trade up Pep for Klopp as a Liverpool fan, I would take Pep in that instant. But
I can understand because Pep is a genius. Because when it comes to like tactical things, coming up with new systems, making players move in different ways. Yeah, it's nice. But I feel like with Pep, his style of play just becomes it gets a bit robotic at some point, and then you don't enjoy it because it looks so systematic. It's like robots are playing and everybody's making the right decision, and it doesn't feel like it's natural.
So, in and around second to like third, or even fourth, even, bro.
Oh wow! You see, this.
Maybe mention the names, though.
Bruh. Now, like you see, now you're going to mention number 4. I'm still going to have to mention number 3.
Calm down.
Oh wow, bro!
Let me give you.
I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm trying to give you a
Let me
proper
give you the
video.
list, bro. Let me give you the list. I'm thinking.
Should I go to number 3?
No, let me say it. Let me say it.
It's Klopp. Number 2 is Klopp. Stop trying. You know what you're doing right now? You know what you're doing? You're doing what the VAR do when it's a goal, and they're trying to find ways that it's not a goal. They're like, no, ways. Maybe let's look at his toe. Okay, curve it a bit. Edit it.
Nah, because I've been impressed with some managers, dog. And like I say, I'm taking into context the situation around that club and that manager. Yeah. So, and where they're at the league table.
Bro, say your number 2.
Number 2 happens to come from a club in London that has shocked me. First time watching this type of football. I think this is the team that I've now recently been watching.
Wow. Actually, I thought you were talking about the other team in London, but you're now talking about the
other team, bro.
Wait.
What's his name?
I
can't pronounce his name.
Ange Posti, no clue.
It always feels like the players are good because of the structure.
That's what. Yes.
That's Spencer right there.
Yes, Ange Posti.
Honestly, based on his performance and with the squad that they have, especially since they lost Kane, bro. Nobody expected this run. I don't want to hear anything. Nobody saw them punching above their weight like this.
My number 3, I don't know, probably this is where it gets tricky now. I think Unai Emery slightly currently takes the number 3 spot.
Yeah, I feel like that's a fair shout.
My number 3,
Then Klopp third, yeah.
Klopp third.
Yeah.
So Postecoglou is better than Klopp.
Whose team? If you take Klopp to Spurs, as Spurs a better team.
Yeah. If you take, yes. You know what's the prime example?
What?
They both had 9 men, and look how they managed the situation.
Different tactical play.
Anyway, my number 3 is the one and only. Good evening. Unai.
Emery, in terms of his history, what he's achieved and where he's gone, and what he's done, what he's doing now to Aston Villa, it's just hard for you to say, okay, let me put NG or whoever over Emery.
When he took Villarreal to the semi-finals of
the Champions League. So he's a really good coach.
Yes, because that guy, if the more time and resources is given, it could in scary hours. Like seriously, like low-key, we are actually like praising Newcastle, but the team that we should be actually scared of or praising is Aston Villa.
Yeah, for sure, because Newcastle have had the financial backing and
and
the whole motivation of just the new owners and all of that.
Yeah.
But them,
they just sacked Steven Gerrard and brought Unai Emery, and look at them.
They're
Bro.
flying high.
I think we can agree on number 3. But then who's number 4?
Number 4, I don't know. I think probably Ritzy or.
I thought I'd put Poch as well. Because if you know when we look at his achievements, what he's achieved, where he's come from, like I feel like he's one of the managers where we really understand his history, because he's been in the Prem before, he's left. We know that he's had some time off, then he came, managed for PSG, so we know all that stuff. So it's like easy to judge him a bit.
From the Southampton days, like he's the one responsible for Mane, that crazy Southampton team.
Bosch Schneiderlin, Wanyama.
So like he's got a growing players, and like I mean, what he did to Dele Alli like was
even Kane.
Eddie Howe. He's 4th. Yeah, he's definitely 4th. I feel like this, in terms of this season, and what Newcastle have done,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think where they are represents.
Also the situation, bro.
Yes,
With like injuries and also banning of players. And
yes.
circumstances are tough.
Yeah, and then number 5,
My number 5, I'm gonna have Arteta.
I'd give it to Arteta.
Mikel. Yeah, like he's come a long way.
Congratulations, Arteta. You're number 5.
But I feel like people tend to overrate him. Yeah, but he's not. He hasn't achieved exactly what
People are
classifying him as. Because like, okay, you've reached, maybe you've won an FA Cup, which is okay. But then after that, it's just 2 seasons of mediocre. Like you get eighth, and then 3rd season now you get 2nd.
Like you got 5th. Like that's when they had like
Oh, they were 5th last.
9 points ahead.
Hey, I get it. They lost. I think they
with
missed out on
games in
Champions
hand,
League. I get it.
Yeah, but they were
Yeah, I
ahead of
remember. Yeah, and then the following season you become 2nd. Yeah.
Like I don't know if those previous seasons, like he was like probably like chasing like the way Liverpool are chasing Man City over 90 points, and they narrowly missed out. I'd be like, okay, he's good, he's on the right path.
Yeah,
but like he repeated the same mistake twice. Like,
yeah, and another thing that I'm noticing about Arsenal on Piano Hype is that I feel like they've gone backwards. I don't feel like Arsenal this season is as strong as they were last season. I feel like, okay, you guys are defending better, but you aren't attacking with the same balance and fluidity that you were last season. And then you have players like Declan Rice who can't do like what Partey was doing, or even better than Partey.
I would have actually number 5 is actually Mercy, because I feel like the Wolves manager is doing bits, but Arteta, you're number 5. It's not hate.
It's not hate.
Nah, it's just truth. I don't rate Arteta like that, man.
Yeah, me too, bro.
But then
I'm gonna go Eddie Howe 5.
Eddie Howe number 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's like the Raya.
Hey, it's a Ramsdale thing.
Like,
Who is Raya really better than Ramsdale? It's just so confusing. For like,
because like that positioning.
it's like you've made all these decisions, but they aren't exactly paying off.
Yeah, you see, like for Claudio, how much did they spend? Like over 115.
Hey, you spend a lot of money. Even on Havertz, he doesn't look like he's working.
Was he the guy that you needed? Like for Vieira, like you bought him, but okay, injuries. But are you really trusting? Because like every time he comes on, like he does something special, but like still leaning towards Havertz.
Then my number 6, I think I'm gonna put Pochettino.
Poch.
I'm lying.
Poch.
Nah, Poch is a confused man.
I think I don't for now probably lean towards Eddie Howe.
Me too. But
Yeah.
I feel like the problem with Eddie Howe for me is that he's too orientated towards what the opposition do. Good, he's not a manager that has a style. His style is to stop the opposition and find a way to score themselves.
Wolves. Gary O'Neill, number 6.
Gary O'Neill.
Quality. Quality. I'm not even like trying to be funny, bro. Gary O'Neill, the only British manager here. Or is he American? Whatever it is.
Yeah, like the way he scouts like Tonali, but that was an exceptional signing. Like
Why not just Tonali? I feel like lots of gents.
Bruno.
Number 6, I have to give it to Arteta.
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't mention that
I
this
haven't
is
mentioned him until now.
Hey, we don't rate Arteta.
Arteta, no, he's
You know,
there, bro.
you know, ex-Gashra is always complaining about how I hate him on Arsenal.
Bro, what? Fisher hates Arsenal. And he's an Arsenal fan. He called, and you guys can check like a watch along video.
Yeah,
He was calling Arteta a fraud mid-game, bro. He was so mad. And I understand why. You get, I see it, but the thing is, he always like overcomes through like individual brilliance.
But Arteta, if you don't win a title this season, bro, you are a fraud.
Honestly,
Like you have to. It's a must.
not the title, but a trophy. That's my chat.
Champions League, Premier League, nothing else. We can't go FA Cup. No, bro.
No, I'm saying FA Cup. Bro.
Nah, we can't be in FA Cup. We can't. No.
Last
bro.
season was an anomaly.
You can't, bro. Champions
So-
League, Champions League, Premier League. Arteta must win a Champions League or a Premier League. Otherwise, this
Arsenal
is.
fans are not even thinking that.
So what's the point? What's the point? Are we
They're
Challenge
not-
FC?
They're not thinking.
No, bro. We have to Premier League
Mm.
or Champions League. That's definitely what Liverpool are thinking.
That's Liverpool.
Yeah, that's definitely what Man City are thinking. So if you're not thinking like Man City, then what are you thinking?
Mm.
You want to win because Man City get relegated. Man City get
They want to get as far as they can and get a pat on your back.
for how long?
That's a real question.
For how long are you going to wait for?
It's a real question.
Let
That's a
me-
question for the subscribers, bro. People down below to comment.
What's the question?
What, bro? How long does Arteta have? What is the expectation?
What is a success for Arsenal? This
What is
season?
success for Arsenal?
Okay, you tell us.